All right, y'all. It's Icy here. I'm in Richmond, VA, and I'm here at a burial ground that was used for slaves. And I have Supreme here, who's going to give us some insight about this land.
All this right here. So one time it was the parking lot, and the people here at the medical center, they just disrespected the whole burial ground, and all this right here was all parking lot, all pavement. So it was a big dispute that went on about 2 years ago here to give the burial ground back to the slaves. So now, as you can see, they took the parking lot up, and then they took the planted grass and everything out here now. But what we are standing on right now is the old slave burial ground. Close to the slave burial ground was old Lumpkin's jail. Old Lumpkin's jail was where they used to hold the slaves at before they sent the slaves out to the oxygen block to be sold off. So once Mr. Lumpkin's family died, his wife ended up turning Lumpkin's jail into a school for the freed blacks, and that school became Virginia Union College. So
wow.
we can walk over here and we can look at the markers that they put out here to commemorate the slave ground.
Okay.
And they say a majority of the slave burial ground still run under Interstate 95. That's I-95.
Oh my goodness! So it's still areas that they're actually disrespecting.
That's right. So a lot of it still run up under there.
Wow.
And you can see how some people come out here, they burn candles and make, different offerings and things out here to turn this like into a little altar right here. But this is the look.
See the sign back there?
And this is the little commemoration plaque that they put out here for us. It showed you right here an old depiction of what the slave grounds look like with the hanging gallows right there.
Oh wow.
That's right.
You see the kente cloths they wrap around the trees and stuff.
Got 'em on
Oh
the trees.
wow.
Yeah.
Burial ground for Negroes.
Burial ground for the Negroes.
And so it even goes as much as 95. So they had to fight to get this land back.
Yes.
And actually, this was the next stop right here, to where I was about to take you.
Yes.
Right here. This is the Richmond Slave Trail, and this is where we're about to go next. I'm gonna show you exactly where the black people that came over here as slaves first got off the boat set along the James River. And we know and understand that the James River runs into the mouth of the Pacific, or the Chesapeake Bay. And the Chesapeake Bay is where we entered until this port that brought us to the James River, that brought us here to Richmond, Virginia. But the slaves that came here, most of the slaves came here was sent off to places like the first settlements like Yorktown and Jamestown, Virginia, places like that.
It's really important that we know our history, because it's right in our face.
It is.
It's right in our face. And then to see how our heritage is just snatched right away from us and so disrespected as much as a burial ground. Yes. I'm walking over to get a closer shot here.
But yeah, this is it. This is us right here. And it's so important for black people to learn and know that for you to be black here in America, for you to have ancestry here in America, unless you were from the descendants of the Moors that was already here in America, unknown to a lot of people, unless you was descendants of the Moors that was already here, you came over here into this country known as the United States, but you came here through Virginia.
Came here through Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. This is where it all started at. So slaves here from Richmond, slaves were sent farther down south to other different type of plantations, cotton plantations, tobacco plantations, sugarcane plantations, which was one of the most major cash crops, and they sent us on down. But when our people entered here into America, this is where we entered through, Richmond, Virginia.
Wow. And I bet a lot of people don't know that. They don't know their history. And what was this area? What did they turn this ground into before they got it back? It was a parking lot?
It was just a parking lot for the VCU medical students. And the medical students, they used to park down here and they'll walk back up the hill to the college campus. But all this right here was just asphalt. It was just asphalt. And until the city
They made
reward,
them tear it up.
and after the city rewarded it back to us, they tore all the asphalt up, and they came out here and planted all this grass.
Wow, and look how
And
beautiful
even-
the
and
grass
even if
grew.
and even if you take notice, if you look at some of the telegram signs,
Yes.
the poles, if you look at the poles, you'll see the signs on the poles telling people don't walk their animals out here. Because still, even though after the grants was awarded back to the black people,
That's
and they
right.
did this, you still had a lot of white people that come down here walking their animals to bring their animals out here to defecate on the burial grounds. You know?
Right. Disrespectful.
So right now, where
Disrespectful.
We stand, so right now, where we stand at on the burial ground, we stand less than 2 blocks away from where they actually sold us at in Richmond, Virginia. We standing at least 2 blocks away from where they sold a black man for a bottle of molasses or for a
Wow.
jar of beans. That's what we was worth.
Wow. I'm walking to give you guys a visual. And this sign right here says historic burial ground and Lincoln Slave Jail Preservation Site. A place of contemplation and reflection. Wow.
And as you can see as well, they even had to put on that sign, please do not use grounds for recreational sports. Because you used to have the white guys come out here still in the evening time playing soccer, football, and all this type of disrespectful things. You know, they don't see us as black people here running around through Hollywood Cemetery and where the white folks are buried, disrespecting their dead.
Wow. Unbelievable. But here you go. This is our history brought to you. I've been on a mission ever since I've been in VA, looking at a lot of our history, because our history is right in our face, and we don't even realize it. So it's really imperative that we pay close attention to what's going on right in our face, and recognize that we still have a long way to go, and that it's important that we teach our children who they are, where they come from, and where they're going, and what they have to do to get there. I'm out.